Killa B, Killa B, Killa B.
Killa B is just embodiment of music from generations from the 90s on up to now, you know what I'm saying? Grew up, born and raised in the city of Detroit, west side, stayed east, west, everywhere, all over the city, you know what I mean? Love my city, love where I'm from, and everything I do as far as with this music, I just try to embody that and keep that type of feel on everything that I do with it, and continue to just, you know, rep my city. You know, it was a lot of people that inspired me. I started off rapping, so I always had an ear for just listening to certain type of beats and just certain sounds and everything like that. And it started off on like real strong on the hip hop end. You know, DJ Premier, Kanye West, Dr. Dre, Knife Wonder, you know, J Dilla, R.I.P. J Dilla, one of the greatest of all time. You know, but just listening to how they put those samples together, how they put those drums together, it just made me recognize and want to learn how to do that. And given the fact that when I was really rapping all the time, I needed to find beats and do a lot of stuff that, you know, that's time consuming and money wise at the time it wasn't even popping. So I decided to go ahead and just start learning it myself. Learn to talk myself, you know. When you get a Detroit Killa B instrumental, it's not gonna sound like anybody else. It's gonna sound like hard work. It's gonna sound like a lot of time got put into that. It's gonna sound like something that's gonna inspire you to make a great song. You know, I pride myself on being diverse. I pride myself on making a lot of different type of instrumentals. I don't stick to one specific genre. I don't stick to one sound. So whenever you hear something from me, it's all over the place. Everything I do as far as music-wise with my instrumentals, with my beats, it's always something different. I never stick to one type of beat. You might hear a hip-hop, straight hip-hop J Dilla Primo type joint. You might hear a trap joint, Shorty Red. You know, that old Beats from the Pound sound, that old No Limit Cash Money type shit. Then I might switch it up and then you would hear a straight up Detroit Street Lord, Eastside Cheddar Boy banger. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing I try to do. Continue to just keep on making a diverse set of music so that whoever come calling, man, I got something for you, and I guarantee you that. Right now, my favorite project was the first project that I did, collaborated with everybody East Entertainment. Shout out my nigga Fred Funds 9. You know, we linked up after I reached out to 9 about the Rolls Royce Effect compilation that I dropped at the end of 2012, and they did a track. After that, they got at me about more stuff and more, you know, continue to let them hear some of the stuff that I wasn't putting out and everything else. A lot of that stuff ended up making it on Nine's last album, which is called Born Poor, Die Rich, The American Dream. Also on that one, I got my first major placement in Shady Aftermath, Slaughterhouse, Detroit legend, Royce the 5'9". And you know, right now, that right there gotta be my favorite because that is the first project that I had with embodiment of my production on it. I did about 80% of the beats on there. So you know, that right now, that one is my favorite. I got a lot more stuff coming up that hasn't come out yet. So it's gonna be hard to tell in the future. Next year, 2014, is gonna be something completely different. I guarantee you're gonna hear a whole lot more. 2014 is about to be ridiculous, and I mean that. I've been putting in so much work. I've been grinding, been making so many connections, doing everything that I gotta do to try to get my name out here. You know, I revamped the YouTube page, revamped a lot of stuff within my branding type of image and everything. So, I mean, 2014 is about to be crazy. I mean, just to name a few, we got a Born Poor Die Rich Volume 2 coming. We got the World Class Hustle album coming. That's part 1 and 2. So y'all about to hear a ton of Detroit Killa B shit. We got Stephen B. the Great's joint. We got my nigga Shine Not, Spotlight. That's coming. Completely produced by your boy. Shit, got some Dope Boy Cash Out stuff, some Team East, you know, Vezo, Hard Work Jig. Got some stuff with some industry people. Can't really speak on that yet. Don't know how it's going, but hopefully that fall through. So, like I said, 2014 is about to be crazy, and I promise you that you're gonna definitely hear Detroit Killa B all over the place. Man, it's so many different artists that I want to work with, but just a dream artist, man, just to be able to sit in the studio and pick this man's brain would probably be Eminem. Just because he's one of my main influences. Because he does the same thing. He learned how to make beats too. You know what I mean? He didn't have you know, the best sound and this and that, but he tailored his sound and he learned how to make his own sound for himself. And he getting money on top of money because he don't have to pay for beats all the time. He can make his own stuff. But right now, that's number one. I mean, honestly, on rapping and producing, Eminem is probably like my main, just dream artist that I want to be in the studio with, learn what he knows, and just ask as many fucking questions as I possibly can, like I'm a little ass kid or something. You know, just trying to get my rank up, get my mind right with this. I will tell you this, if you get into this game, remember it's not as easy as it might seem. Everything that glitters is not gold, and I promise you that shit. You gonna put in a lot of work and get maybe 1/10 of the effort put back in, given to you in some type of form that you think you might deserve. You're not gonna get everything you want right away. You're not gonna meet everybody you want right away. This shit is a grind. It takes a lot of time, effort, a lot of business. You gotta network your ass off. Most importantly, when it comes to your music, that's gonna be the most important thing. There's nothing wrong with using Fruity Loops and automated stuff like that, man, but you also need to learn how to use some hardware too. Because if you don't, then you won't have any longevity in this game, and it's just as simple as that. I can name a lot of producers that came and went because they got one sound, and the industry is so fickle now. It's like a what have you done for me lately type of thing. You know, your sound could be in for like a good 6 months to a year, depending on the type of hits you might produce. But at the end of the day, man, once they done with your sound, then you might be done, complete. You know, shit, like Lex Luger. That's like the main example, you know what I'm saying? You got cats that came out of nowhere biting their style, and they took it, and then everybody was able to go here and go there just to get that Lex Luger beat, because now his beat is nothing special. You gotta be able to be distinctive. You gotta be able to have something that's different. Be diverse with your sound, be diverse with your music, be diverse with everything you do. Don't just work with hood niggas. Don't just work with the shiny rap niggas, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be all over the place, because if you're not, your money not gonna go nowhere. Money is universal, the sound is universal. Don't think just because you do one type of thing and you get one goddamn placement with a nigga that's hot, that ain't gonna mean nothing in the long run, because there's gonna be another little nigga that's gonna come up right behind you and be able to do the same thing and probably be better.